away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cardinals coming out led by Kyler Murray, the offensive rookie of the year a season ago, and back for more here in year number 2.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Steven Nelson.
Picked up. By Steven Nelson.
Murray's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here I come again. Here I come.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's the option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offense.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On 2nd down, it's Connor. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Connor is a ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 35 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2.
Conversion.
58's the money. 58's the money. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. It's caught. And it's 8-0.
Is successful.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Murray's pass complete.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5.
That's good.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson on the other end of the throw from Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Murray now on 1st down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Murray now. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 8-yard line.
Now it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Cardinals 6.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up
from the 38, Roethlisberger.
8-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
4 yards.
Ben to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive?
Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger, the Steeler offense, back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. It does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 25.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down.
Roethlisberger.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Ray McCloud, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
The ball carrier.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. A quick throw, but incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's second down.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Now Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the... six.
Roethlisberger's pass complete to...
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
That's complete right around the 8. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
On second and goal, Roethlisberger. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On third and goal, Roethlisberger into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And they work this out past the 25.
Ray Hopkins. A gain of 27 on the play.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, Arizona.
On first and 10, here's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on first and 10. Final play of the half, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Buda Baker with a pick. And the ball is knocked out. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2, but they do get it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a very good first half out of the veteran.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Here comes Johnson on the return. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line?
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard
Pittsburgh
line.
set to take over again on offense. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Intercepted by the Cardinals.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Camp, and oh, he coughed it up. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines, a lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
They'll take over.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, it's caught at the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Murray now to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Micah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Now Murray again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Micah Fitzpatrick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard.
The drive will start with Connor. Able to evade the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside the 5. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
7-yard line.
They run with Connor. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Steelers.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Roethlisberger's pass complete to Deontay Johnson.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Golden.
Intercepted.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. To throw again, Murray. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. We know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
1st down, Murray. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Here's Murray. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
James Conner, the ball carrier.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
On 2nd down, Samuels trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. short little throw to Ebron. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Murray's pass complete. Fumble on the
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool, and that'll bring up second down.
Patrick Peterson.
Tight end right, tight end right. We got three, fellas, we got 3.
Here's Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Buda Baker.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about: getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Steeler.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Shotgun handoff to Samuels.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Roethlisberger with a pass complete to Claypool. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 17.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2.
59 Mike, check.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger.
Check 3.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
That makes the score Steelers 32.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 13, 2:07 remaining. They'll have one play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. caught. Left side, Hopkins. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Jordan Hicks. Roethlisberger.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Roethlisberger is sacked.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
180, Jack 16. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Watch the edge. 44. Crunch.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
50.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one in